After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's Patriots in perfection. Also not Tom Brady. Yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure.
Oh, the football's loose! And that should be Seahawks football. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revived. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Going play action, May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects, well, the stakes of each and every game.
May now on third down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing again, it's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Look at that defense. They're flying around and making the play. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Off the play action, May. That one's cut along the left sideline. take this down to the 11-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down, May. Ball was caught, and he's tackled for a short gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's May. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Rashid Shaheed. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Darnold off the play action. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Darnold. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Back to the air. It's May. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one complete to Diggs. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get 6 and a first down as well. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's May. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to have the first down as he slides to a halt.
18 more yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Here's May to the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Counter play, it's Henderson. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. May now from the gun. He completes it in traffic. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak May. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. May now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Here's May. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already, and we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
Borregales to kick off for New England.
Here's Derink Young to return this. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Play fake. Darnold. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. And that incompletion won't help.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. This is our last play of the quarter.
At their own 15-yard line.
They go play action. Here's May. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. We've got the Patriots in front. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. saying, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side, complete. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Running with Walker again. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Staying with Walker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's Darnold to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense just coming to life before our eyes, Kate, taking advantage of the situation they're in. You just feel their creativity, right? When you get a lead like this, it just allows you to be a little looser, to play a little bit faster, and to continue to make an impact that time with a sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Throwing now off the play action. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. Throw caught by his running back. And the defense escapes. They have a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Patriot offense making their return to the field. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. First down, May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running the 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they could still do their damage.
From the gun, it's May. Throw left side caught by Douglas. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. To the air on first down. May. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And now they face second down.
Second and 10.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
This is Henderson on second down. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
This might be a free play for him. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. May now on third down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
And the Patriots first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
May. He's got it. It's in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Waste of time.
So third down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on third and goal? Henderson. And he's going to be stopped. Third and goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on fourth and goal?
It's now fourth and goal.
Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. Only a 20-yarder here. Borregales connects. And that will add to their score.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Young on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense running out now. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10, Darnold. Hits his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Darnold. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Patriots back on offense late in the 1st half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the 2nd. And it is enough time to put something together. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down throw for May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
May now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
May now, 3rd and 2. That one complete to Diggs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. To the air yet again, May. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Eman Worry on the coverage.
Back to the air. It's May. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
3rd and long for him here. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So that is 2 quarters in the books here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. Finds the in route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
13 yards. First down, Seattle.
Here's Walker running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative when the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Going on first, here's Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Walker trying to run for the first. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 30-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Slot man motioned over. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a gain of 4 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Play fake. Darnold. Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Greg Woodson there defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Walker now from the gun. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 10.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
QB sneak coming. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
For the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And their opening drive does something they couldn't do in the first half, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Return coming from the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks, 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. Completes to Diggs out left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A gain of 15 there. And that's a New England first down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Here's May on 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
2nd down now, they need 7. Throwing again, it's May. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's May again. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Well, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Thought he had a touchdown there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. Trying to throw for it with May. He's looking deep once again. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
1st and 10, Darnold. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Walker on 1st down. He's still going at the 30. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Seahawks football. They need to make up this deficit quick for a chance at the title. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They send a tight end in motion. This is Walker on second. And let's scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. This is a 39-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense all set to go. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
4 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against the 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
1st down throw for May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, so often we hear of a pass and catch downfield taking timing and anticipation. Well, the screen is actually something that takes a lot of practice reps. There are so many moving parts, from the lineman to the running back to the timing with the quarterback. That's well done.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Seahawks sending out the dime look here ahead of this 3rd down. May now from the gun. Sends this to the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. They'll run here following the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Seahawks swarming in, and down he goes. their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Kate, we do see this happen a good bit, don't we? Especially with better defenses in this league. When they get backed up and they get in situational football like this where they have to get a stop, they just crank it up another notch. Stop the run on 1st, stop the pass on 2nd, and now, well, the money down. It's all about what you do on 3rd.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here's made in the air. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots making a 3-score game in the 4th. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Boy Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots push their lead to 18.
Seahawks 6.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
To kick off for New England.
Shaheed now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Rolling on 1st. Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
He tries to sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Trying for it, it's Walker. That'll be the 1st and more. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
Kate, I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that that was going to be an RUN. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. Great push to drive it forward and get the 1st.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
To throw, here's Darnold. This is Cox. That's Cook. And stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first. From the red zone on first. Brought in. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game.
Seahawks 13.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The New England offense running out now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
47-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Sticking with Henderson. All he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Seahawks trailing by 11. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Darnold to throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Darnold now to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Only 90 seconds remaining, partner. Here comes 2nd and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he'll get it up to the 44.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Now Darnold. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Taking a final shot at the end zone. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Designed run here for May. And it's history for the New England Patriots as they become the first franchise in NFL history to win 7 Super Bowl championships. What a moment for all of them, Brock. The crowning achievements for the careers of all of these players. And for this new coaching staff in just their first season leading this organization.
You know, how many times have we talked about these great teams and their window open and they need just one final player to take them over the top?
Yep.
Well, sometimes it's not a player at all. The missing piece is actually a coach. Just the right leader who can bring out the best from the whole roster and get these guys to believe in their ability to take that next step and go win it all.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again.